So today students we will study about the contractile proteins, that is the myosin and the actin filaments. In addition to this myosin and actin filament, there are some more protein named as the tropomyosin and the troponin, which also are present in the muscular contraction or in the which participates in the sliding filament theory of the muscle contraction. Now myosin, it is the protein of the thick filaments of the myofibril. It has a molecular weight of about 500,000, and you will see that it is about 10 times more heavier than the actin filaments. Its molecule is much more complicated than the actin, and one of its most important properties is that it is an ATPase. As we know that the myosin at the tip where it is getting attached with the cross bridges, it has a heavy myromycin or the ATPase enzymatic activity. So this ATPase, it will enzymatically hydrolyze the ATP to form the ADP and the inorganic phosphate. The reaction is activated. This reaction is started, or we can say it is activated by means of the calcium ions, and the magnesium ions brings about the inactivation, or it stops the hydrolyzation of ATP to ADP. So myosin in its structural constitution, it consists of two major subunits and 2 to 3 minor ones. Larger subunit has a molecular weight of about 200,000, whereas the smaller subunit has a molecular weight of about 20,000. Even if this myosin molecule has more than 3 of the smaller subunits, the total molecular weight, it will not exceed beyond 500,000 obtained for the whole molecule, and the myosin molecule has a highly elongated form. The long straight tail section. Now this myosin, it has a it is in the it has a highly elongated form, and it shows a long elongated tail region with a globular head region. Globular means rounded one, and the long straight tail is also present. So the myosin, the strong long straight tail section of the molecule, has the two alpha helical subunits. So in the center you will observe that the uh, globular head region is present, and on the right and left side of the globular head region are present the two alpha helical subunits, which are intertwined to make a larger helix, and it has a width of only 15 to 20 Armstrong. At one end, each of the main subunits appears to coil up to form a globular head region. So each of the alpha helix, it will get intertwined or coiled to form the globular head region, which includes one of the small subunits as well. This gives the molecule two head pieces, approximately 200 Armstrong long and 50 Armstrong in diameter. So it is this part of the molecule which serves as an ATPase and which has an affinity for actin. On digestion, the myosin by trypsin. On digestion, that is, the myosin will get split up with the help of enzyme trypsin into two different types of particles, that is the light myromycin and the heavy myromycin. The light myromycin, it will aggregate to form the filaments, and it has no enzyme activity, whereas the heavy myromycin on the other hand, it is water soluble and it will split the ATP. Thus the light myromycin appears to be the part of the double stranded tail region of the myosin, whereas the heavy myromycin, it represents the rest of the molecule, including both headpiece and a portion of double-stranded tail and the small subunits. The thick filaments in the myofibrils appear to consist almost entirely of the myosin molecule, which have their tail regions organized in a parallel array. So all the tail region of the myosin filament, they are arranged in a parallel array, giving the making the myofibrils to show or appear in the form of thick filaments. The cross bridges which stick out, already I have told you that the myosin filaments, they are stick or they are attached by means of the cross bridges, and these cross bridges are nothing but they are the hook like structure which get attached to the actin filaments. So the cross bridges which stick out from the thick filaments at regular intervals are now thought to contain the globular head pieces of the myosin molecules. So this part of the molecule also contains a region with an affinity for actin, and this is probably concentrated at the tips of the cross bridges where they approach the thin filaments. Then this next type of the filament is the actin filament. This is the protein of thin filaments of myofibril. It has a molecular weight of about only 4000, and it has N-acetyl aspartic acid at its N-terminal residue. It contains also the actin filament contains one molecule of 3 methyl histidine per mole of protein and is a single polypeptide chain. It exists, the actin molecule, it exists in a globular form, that is the G-actin, in the absence of salts, which has a high affinity for calcium and can form dimers. So this G-actin, it has a high affinity to get attached to the calcium ions and it will form the dimers. In the presence of salts, there is a transformation of G-actin into a fibrous state, that is F-state actin, which is highly polymerized. Each form of actin has a high affinity for ATP. So each form of this actin filament, it has a very strong affinity get attached with the ATP. The thin filaments of all muscles consist principally of the fibrous form of actin, and they also pointed out that the actin monomers are arranged either in a net-like structure or in helix. So it is concluded that the F-actin consists of two chains of monomers connected together in a double helical form. The most interesting feature of actin is that it undergoes polymerization in solution in the presence of the magnesium ions ATP and KCl. So n number of G-actin plus n number of ATP will get split up into uh, F-actin plus ADP n times plus n number of the phosphate group. The ADP produced in this reaction will always remain attached with the actin filaments. They remain firmly bound to each unit of the actin polymer, and no further hydrolysis of ATP takes place until the ADP is displaced, and no further splitting up of ATP will take place until the ADP is getting completely displaced. So the thin filaments can also bind calcium ions, and in this form they will activate the ATPase of myosin, although it now appears that this binding is due to tropomyosin. So the myosin filaments is getting attached with the actin filaments with the help of one more protein, that is the tropomyosin. Then, then the other protein is the tropomyosin. It is the most recently studied protein component of the myofibrils, which is present together with the actin in thin filaments and forms a specific complex with F-actin in in vitro. Its molecule is rod-like. Tropomyosin, it appears in the form of a rod-like molecule which is about 400 Armstrong long and 20 Armstrong in diameter, with a molecular weight of about 70,000. It has two subunits in the form of alpha helices in an extended coil conformation. So this tropomyosin is also present in the form of the alpha helices in an extended coil conformation and has a molecular weight of about 770,000. The tropomyosin is rod-like in structure with 400 Armstrong long and 20 Armstrong in diameter. It has two subunits in the form of alpha helices in an extended coil conformation. Now, when this tropomyosin is added to the actomyosin solution, it will inhibit, that is, it will stop the calcium activated ATPase activity, but not its magnesium activated ATPase activity. Then the next is the troponin, which is one more protein which is attached along with the tropomyosin, and this tropomyosin attached with the actin filament is able to get attached with the myosin filaments. So we can say that directly not only the actin and myosin filaments are attached, but for the attachment of actin molecule or actin filament with the myosin filament, it requires some more proteins like the tropomyosin and troponin. So troponin, this protein has a molecule, has globular molecules, and it is found in the thin filaments together with the actin and tropomyosin. It promotes the aggregation of purified tropomyosin, and its biological function is not yet clear. There are also some other proteins found in the muscles such as the alpha-actinin and paramyosin. Alpha-actinin protein has a molecular weight of about 160,000, and interacts strongly with the actin filament, causing cross-linkage of the F-actin filaments and the gel formation. It has been studied that the alpha-actinin and tropomyosin are contained in the Z line, that is within the I band. You will see that the alpha-actinin and tropomyosin are present. Then paramyosin is also one of the contractile protein of the muscle myofibrils of annelids and mollusks, and it has a molecular weight of about 151,000. So what I wanted to tell you one more thing, that the cross bridges, when the cross bridges, they are seen at a distance holding the myosin and the actin filaments when they are in the relaxed state, and during contraction the cross bridges, they are getting attached with the myosin filaments, and the actin filaments get slided in the spaces between the myosin filaments during the sliding filament theory of muscle contraction. So with this we have completed our first unit.